Hello and welcome to IFL's Crafternoon on Facebook. Today we are going to be making some garden stones using plaster of Paris and beads. For this project we're going to need plaster of Paris. You can get this at any kind of craft store or superstore. We're going to need a bowl to mix that in. We'll need some water and a measuring cup to measure our water with. Then we're going to need a mold for our plaster of Paris. I used a plastic plate. I got one that's pretty deep so that my stepping stone has some thickness to it. We're also going to need some beads or glitter. You can actually use a lot of different things in this. I have some buttons in mine. Whatever you want to decorate your stepping stone with. And we'll need a drying rack. It is a good idea to cover your work surface with either newspaper or cardboard, something to keep your surface clean and not get this plaster of Paris all over everything. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to follow the instructions on the package, which says for 1 pound of plaster, we're going to use 1 3/4 cups of water. I'm going to start out with 1.5 cups of water and then add more if I need to. So we'll just add the water to our mixing bowl and then add the plaster of Paris to that. You're going to want to use a wooden spoon or wooden stick to stir your plaster of Paris. Continue stirring until it looks like a pancake batter. Then you are ready to pour. If it's too thick, you can always add more water. Now that our plaster of Paris is the right consistency, we're going to pour it into the plate. Once you have it all poured, I like to give the plate a nice little shake to make the top surface flat. Now we're going to let this sit for about 10 minutes to set. Now that the plaster of Paris has had a few moments to set, we can add some decorations. I'm going to be using buttons and some jewels to decorate the top of my stepping stone. You can use whatever you find in your house. As you can see, my cats have been very interested in this project. Now that I have all of my decorations on, I'm going to let this sit for 30 minutes. You can take a wet paper towel to wipe off any excess plaster of Paris from the top of your decorations. Now we're going to carefully remove the stepping stone from the plate, just by gently pulling the edges of the plate off until the stone pops out. We're going to let this sit on a drying rack for 24 hours to set up. Place your stone in your garden and enjoy. Stay safe and see you next week.